everyone, welcome back to Sublimation Made Simple with MGQS, and I'm Kris at my girlfriend's quilt shop. And our last video, we talked about some of the basics of how to get started with sublimation and exactly what is sublimation. But today, I'm excited because we're gonna start on our first sublimation project. And the project I decided to start out with is one of my favorites because it is easy, it's very simple and straightforward, and the results look so incredibly professional. You're gonna love it. So what am I talking about? Let's talk coasters. So today I am going to use this little coaster blank, super fun. It's about 4 inches square. And again, this is really important to note, is that you do have to find specific sublimation blanks because they have a special sublimation coating on it. All right, so with this, all we need for this project is my blank. I'm going to need some heat-resistant tape and, of course, my press and paper. Let's talk about the paper first. When it comes from Brother, you will actually have a little divot cut out right here in the bottom right-hand corner. And this is important to note because as we put it into the printer, we want to make sure that the paper is oriented in the correct direction. And so Brother does us a favor by making it super simple by having the little cutout on the bottom right, and then I know that that's going to go on the bottom right of my paper tray. So I'll go ahead and pull that out and place it right into that paper tray. Again, notice that the little cutout is at the bottom right. With that loaded, I'm ready to print. So how do I send my project to the printer? Well, what I've done here is I've opened up my PDF, and this is where my 2 pictures are that I'm going to use for my coasters. So with that, I need to send it to my printer, but it's really important that I actually put it in mirror image. And so I want to show you the steps of how to do that. So I've gone to print. I'm now here at this menu where I've already selected my printer, which is the Brother SP1 right up here. And now if I scroll down and I hit printer, that's going to bring up my printer dialog. And I want you to scroll down here and go ahead and click on layout. And then make sure that flipped horizontally is on. All right, now I was just working with this, so that's why it was already on, but always make sure that is on. That's what's going to print it in mirror image, which is so key when doing sublimation. I'll hit print and print again, and now my printer will print out the projects. With that being done, let's go ahead and pull this out of the printer. And you're going to notice a couple of things. One, this image is in mirror image. It's a little bit different. Before, Allison and our friends were over on this side. Now she's on this side. That's exactly what we want. All right. And then, of course, I've got my design element here. Now, what I'm going to do from this point is I'm just going to go ahead and cut this piece of paper in half. Like that. Something I want to point out is that this coaster is 4 inches. Because it's 4 inches and I want the picture to go off of this, I don't want to make my photo be exactly 4 inches. I actually want it to be a little bit larger than 4 inches. And if you can see here, I still have all the people in here, but I did decide to make my picture just a little bit bigger so that the color would bleed off of the edge. All right, so let's go ahead and trim this up, and we'll just cut this apart. Another thing I like to do is I like to actually place my blank right side down over top of the paper just so that I can make sure that everyone is in it. And at this point, I'll take a piece of my tape and go ahead and place it down. Okay, you may need a few pieces, again, of heat-resistant tape, but make sure that is down nice and tight because we don't want this to move. Now, I'll go ahead and flip this over, and let's go ahead over to my heat press, and I need to now have my heat press ready. The settings for this coaster is at 400 and using it for 45 seconds. So it's just going to take a few minutes to get it heated up. If I wanted it to not be as many seconds, all I would have to do is hit my little timer button and I could adjust that way. Same with the temperature. But for this project in particular, I do want it at 400 for 45 seconds. Now, you're going to notice that this is just going to go ahead and heat up. When it's ready, it's going to beep and let me know that it's ready for me to put in my project. While that's heating up, I'm going to go ahead and cut apart my second coaster. I'm so excited about this. Now, here's another thing. Maybe I should mention this first. If you want to make sure that there's plenty of space for your tape to go onto, one of the things you can do is actually not cut it apart right on the edge, but I'm just going to go ahead and place that right there in the center, and now I can have more of an edge to put my tape. So either way is fine. All right, that's going to be ready to go in. And guess what? Because I have both of these and they're small enough, I can do both coasters at the same time. All right, it's now at 400 and I am ready to pull out my tray. And notice I do have a piece of light butcher paper, parchment paper will work great too. But you want to make sure and do that because look at this. I may have ink that actually transfers there. So we want to protect our little heating pad by using the paper, all right? And then we also are going to use a second sheet of paper over top. Okay, it's ready to go. Let's see the magic. Woo! It's ready. I'm so excited. Let's go ahead and pull this out. Now, one of the things that's also important is that you allow it to cool down for about 15 seconds or so. And the reason for that is to prevent what some may refer to as ghosting. We don't want ghosting. That's what happens when your paper shifts on you, so that's why we have the tape. It also can happen if you lift up too soon and air is exposed and you get a little bit of fading on the sides. We don't want that. We want a beautiful, perfect finish. Are you ready? Oh my goodness, I'm so excited. Let's do the unveil. Oh, look at that. Are you kidding me? Oh my goodness, that is absolutely gorgeous. And again, you see that the ink did transfer to the sides. That's why it was good that we had the paper there, but you don't have any white space around. Oh, it's a beautiful finish. Okay, let's see how the photograph turned out. Oh my goodness. That is so perfect. Can you see so many ways to gift photographs like this? What a special, special gift to give to somebody. Make a whole bunch of those coasters and look how fast and easy it was. You can totally do this. And you now have the basics on how easy it is to do sublimation. Think of it in these 3 steps. First, you're going to print it. Second, you're going to place it. And third, you're going to heat it. And then the big reveal. Oh, very exciting stuff. All right, guys, good luck on your first project. I want to see your pics. Make sure and post them. And if you enjoyed today's video, be sure to give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Come back again for more tips and tricks on how to use the Brother SP1 sublimation printer.